Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Shellyd the trucker with a live video. I put a post out there this morning that I will go live 4:30 Irish time. It's about 2:15 now in the afternoon, say 4:15, and yeah, I've decided to go live. So I have the time now to do it. So yeah, I'm on my way back now. I had a couple of deliveries in New Ross, and Escorty, Corey, and Wexford. So I had a couple of deliveries in there this morning. So I'm on my way back. Yeah, it's been a great week so far. It's been tough so far. So yeah, what can I say? It's just the way the job is at the minute. And someone is calling me now. Why? I don't know. I wonder why someone calling me now. I don't know who that is. Anyway, that's not my business anyway. So yeah, like I said, I've decided to go live and talk about the new aspiring truck driver or HGV driver. Sorry guys, the roads is very bad in Ireland, especially the back roads, as they would call it, the countryside roads. So it's very bad. So yeah, sorry guys, I just have to stop here quickly. Someone is looking for me there now. Let me just stop here in a safe place, and then I can see who this is. Just give me 1 second there now. If I can find a safe place to park. Oh, this road is so bad. This thing is, my word. I don't think there's a space now for me now to pull in. So I just have to I just have to, what can I say now? Get a safe place to pull in, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, connect with me, please. Connect with me. It's been a while since I've go live or gone live. So yeah, it's funny how nobody was looking for me before this live, and now all of a sudden people are looking for me now. Why, I don't know. Why, I don't know. Just give me 1 second there now. I have to find a safe place to pull in and respond to the missed call that I've received, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm on my way back, like I said, and um, someone is looking for me urgently. There's a message came through now again, and I don't know what is it about. I don't know the number anyway, so it can't be my wife or the kids or whoever. So yeah, it's a Friday. It's the 9th of. It's a Friday. It's the 9th of January, and we're going into the weekend. And yeah, it's been a challenging week, considering it's very quiet in Ireland in terms of business. So I just need to get off this road because this road is horrible. Horrible. Can't to exit. Yeah. 1 second there now. Why is this thing not setting properly, man? This thing is not setting properly. Oh, I see now. My apologies. The microphone fell. The microphone fell off. I just give me 1 second there now. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Yeah. It should be okay now. What is going on? Oh, sorry now. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it should be okay now. Welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm on my way back to Waterford, and like I said, it is a Friday. It is a Friday, the 9th of January. I'm on my way back to Waterford. So yeah, I'm basically going live. Everybody that's tuned in, hello. Mercy Hope, hello to you too. Just give me 1 second there now. I'm not supposed to do this while driving anyway. So connect with me anyway. So yeah, I'm talking about the new truck driver that wants to come into the industry. I want to talk about the new aspiring HGV driver. Much love. Thank you very much. From the US. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Thank you for taking the time of tuning in. So I want to talk about the new truck driver that wants to come into the industry and he doesn't know what to do. Should I go for my class 1 license or class 2 license or whatever the case may be, man? So yeah, I want to talk about that. Engage with me, please. Engage with me, and yeah, we see how we get on. I will be on this live feed for about, I would say, 45 minutes of maybe an hour. I don't know. As I go into base, like, you know what I mean. So the phone is fixed in the window, so I'm not holding the phone in my hand, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, that is just the way it is. Tell me, guys, what is your favorite snack as a truck driver on the road? Like, the thing that keeps you going, like, you know what I mean. You don't want to stop at a motorway services or a interstate services. You want to kind of what I want to say is you want to you just want a snack, man, a snack that's maybe packed away in your um, in your lockers in your truck, if that makes sense. You know what I mean. What is your favorite snack, like, if I may ask? Oh, peanuts, peanuts. Oh, fair play to you, fair play to you. Now this is a you see the one on the left is a speed van. It's a speed van there. So yeah, peanuts is the go to now. You know what I mean? This thing is a disaster now. This thing is a disaster. It's an absolute. So what I'll do is I'll just pull over on the hard shoulder here with my hazards. I want to get this thing properly done, man. Just give me 1 second, guys. That road that I was on now was very bad. Now just give me one second. I just want to make this perfect, if that makes sense. There's always something. There's always something. Is it gonna be okay now? No, the iPhones are very heavy as well. No, it's not that way. This way. Oops. I think it should be okay now, man. Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, Alec D, 1242. Yeah, peanuts. It's also my snack, like, you know what I mean. But the thing is it normal peanuts? Is it the cashew nuts, or would it be the salt? You know, the salty ones. I think the salty ones is doing it for me, but not too much now, because at the end of the day, it's too much salt, like, you know what I mean. But yeah. So guys, what do you think, man? What do you think, in your own opinions? Like, I'm talking about the veteran truck drivers. What are you thinking in terms of what advice can we give the new truck driver that comes into the industry? What advice can we give them? And we've been in this industry for so long. I've been here for 19 years. I'm at the moment I'm doing as we call it, rigid work in Ireland. As to I was doing articulated work, like the big trucks, the 40-foot trucks. Like, now the combinations in Ireland and in South Africa is completely different. Like, you know what I mean. We have 22-meter, 22-meter trucks altogether, because we pull 2 trailers back in South Africa, but we don't have that here in Ireland. It's only 40-foot trailers, 3-axle trailers. The same as in the US. I don't know how long your trailers is in the US, but I know you are 2-axle trailers. In some states, it's maybe 3 axles or maybe 4. I might be wrong. That's what I saw on YouTube anyway. So yeah, guys. In my own opinion, like I said, is that the new aspiring truck driver needs to decide for himself whether he wants articulated work, whether he wants rigid work. Now, rigid work is like a box. It can no. Sorry. It can be a beaver tail, or it can be a freaks, like big companies like your Cisco's, your Musgraves. It can be there's so much companies in Ireland. Like, the new driver needs to decide what he wants to do, or the one truck that's coming ahead of me now, like that one just paused. That's a 40-foot, like, you know what I mean. So that thing is classed as a class 1. That's a class 1. So the new truck driver needs to decide what he wants to do. Is he going for his heavy license, his HGV license, the articulated license, or is he going for his rigid license, class 2? Now, class 2, most of the jobs in class 2 is multi-drop deliveries. And multi-drop deliveries, it's hard work, it's physical work. Some companies give you a pallet truck, an electric pallet truck. Some companies don't. They just don't care. They give you the normal hydraulic pallet trucks, the one that you need to pump up, like, you know, and that thing is very hard to work, if that makes sense. Now, it's not all companies that want to invest in electric pallet trucks, but I think electric pallet trucks, it is the way to go. You know what I mean? In terms of what we do here, we do warehousing and we do logistics. Now, we are not a haulage company. We don't do haulage companies work, or we don't have contracts at certain places or whatever the case may be. We transport our own product. If the truck is empty, you head back to base, empty. And that is just the way it is. As to where a haulage company with rigid trucks, they have contracts in place. He needs to load a certain place. He needs to go stand in a queue. We don't stand in queues. We come in the morning at 6:30, we load our trucks, and off we go. When we're done, we make sure we are back for 3 o'clock Irish time. Let me just read this comment here. We measure in freedom units. 4 axle standard about 50 feet. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's good, Alec. That is very good, 4 axle trailers. Tell me quickly, there is there's usually videos that I watch on YouTube as to wherever you need to go in certain states, you need to change the axles of the trailer, or you need to adjust it. What's it called now again? I can't now remember what the name is. Leave me a comment there if you don't mind, as to yeah, what can I say? What can I say? What's it called now again? Your tandems. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the tandems. You need to move your tandems as you go into certain states, because especially states like California, Illinois, and I don't know what the places are called. Like, it was always my dream to drive trucks in the US, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen now. That is not going to happen. Everything has changed. So yeah, I would have loved to drive those long nose trucks, like. But I see a lot of videos, especially on YouTube, where people put the trucking industry, and we need to keep these people in the industry, like, you know what I mean. But it all depends. Like I said in my previous video last week, is that once you come into this industry, you need to decide to yourself as to what you're going to do. And that is where the problem starts. People don't know what they want to do with the industry. They don't know how long they want to stay in this industry, because you can make a good living out of it, like, you know what I mean. I made a good living out of it. That's why I can afford now to do work that brings me home every night. Day work, Monday to Friday. I don't work weekends. I work normal hours. Yeah, I was saying I'm coming in at 6:30, so 6:30 till 3 o'clock, or maybe 2:45. So I'm nearly home now. I'm nearly at base now. You know what I mean? So the thing is, that is how we work. Like, it's up for you to decide. There's a lot of companies hiring now. Cisco, especially in New Ross, in the southeast, they are looking for drivers all over the place. All over the place. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm quite happy at my current workplace. But I was off just before Christmas for about 2 weeks. And then I went back to work around about, I think it was the 29th or the 30th. And then I was off on New Year's Day, and then I went back into work the Friday, the 2nd of January. So throughout that time that I was home, I applied for jobs just to see what the response is going to be like. And that call that I received now, when I was starting this live feed, it was one of the recruitment companies getting back to me in terms of a job that I applied for, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's a trucking job because I applied for different jobs. I applied for sales. I applied for trucking companies. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Now, to be honest, as to I will have to on my way home. I will have to just before I head home. I will have to check the message and see as to what is that message about. But that's not important to me. All right, Alec. Each state has different laws. Yes, we have to move the tandems. California has the most restricted bridge law. Oh, which is 40 feet to rearmost axle of a semi-trailer. Has 2 or more axles or 30 feet. Oh, wow. Oh, my word. If you're talking about bridge laws, what are you talking about? The bridges, like, is it in terms of the bridges that goes over the motorway or over the highway, the interstates? Is that the bridges you are talking about? Because I'm pretty sure that is what you meant now. So yeah, I heard something about California, like, because I always watch these videos about these lads. I used to watch Rusty Cracker. I'm watching a guy now who owns his own lorry, own truck. There's a couple of guys that owns their owner operator. So I watch these people and how they flourish, man. And I know the situation is quite bad, not just in America or Canada. It's all over the world like this. In Ireland, it's even worse. Like, we have a small population in Ireland. Well, not now anymore. But the thing is, there's so much truck drivers in Ireland that do different jobs. They don't want to stay in the industry anymore. They don't like it here. You know what I mean? Because it's gone so bad, is that truckers feel they are not valued. You know what I mean? I feel that I'm not valued. But what am I supposed to do? This is all I know. I have to do this. You know what I mean? Now, I applied for different jobs now, as I was saying now earlier. But the thing is, who says I'm going to get it? Who says I'm going to be successful? If I'm even lucky getting an interview, if that makes sense. So yeah, guys, we need to encourage these people to stay in the industry. Otherwise, we're going to be in a big problem. We're going to have a big problem in the coming years. Like, you know what I mean? If we can't find bums on seats. You know what I mean? The new driver, decide what you want to do. Come into the industry, do your class 1 or do your class 2. If you want to be home every night, do your class 2. Or if you want to be home every night again, you can still do your class 2. And, your class 1. I think the laws is different in Ireland as to in the UK. Or it might be the same. I think the laws is different in the States as well, or in Canada. But I know in South Africa, if you have a heavy license, right, then you can drive all the trucks. And when I got over from from South Africa to Ireland, there's an agreement between the two countries, South Africa and Ireland, and I could exchange my license without going for a retest. Now, I know in the UK, you have to go for a retest. If I want to go to Canada, I have to do my CDL. And that's about $7,000, $10,000, $1,000 Canadian dollars. That's a lot of money, like, you know what I mean? So, I would love to go drive trucks in Canada. But I also know it's very expensive there to get into the trucking industry. It's very expensive in terms of cost of living, houses. I have friends that lives over there, and they said it's gone mental. Ireland, it is not that bad in Ireland at the moment. It's not that bad. It's going there now, but it's not that bad. So yeah, guys, please give me your feedback, give me your comments. I would love to hear them. I would love to read them. So yeah, guys, we need to decide, or the new driver need to decide, yeah, I want to go home every night. I want to stay out. I know in Canada or in America, they call it OTR, over the road trucking. It's more or less the same here in Ireland, but the guys go home every weekend, like, you know what I mean? And the distances are not in miles and kilometers. So I can stay out all week long, and I can do maybe around about, I would say 2,000 kilometers, maybe 3,000. It all depends how busy you are. Like, and it all depends for what company you work for. They need to decide, hey, I want to do that. I want to stay in a truck, save money. But things are very expensive in terms of food on the road. Unless you make your own food, unless you're on a healthy diet. When I was on long distance, I used to eat out a lot. Although I had my own food in my fridge or my refrigerator that I could cook like. But I was too tired in the evenings to cook something like, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to live on noodles, like, you know, processed foods and stuff like that. But I did it anyway, you know? And it's very expensive, especially at the motorway services here in Ireland. It's absolutely horrible. And it's not good quality anyway. The showers are crappy. The toilets are always dirty. I don't know what's it like in Canada or in the US. And that is why I say the new truck driver needs to decide, I want to do long distance and look past all those other things that I just mentioned. And at the end of the day, bring home decent money. But he's gonna work. He's gonna have to stay out unless he goes into agreement with the owner of the company or his employer that he wants to be home maybe every 2 nights or every 3 nights. Is going to be very hard, because I know the loads are very, very tight here in Ireland. There's a lot of companies now in Ireland in terms of work, but there is still room to breathe, like, you know what I mean? Once you have your class 2, you will be home most probably every night. You will be home. You might be working long hours, like 12-hour days, maybe 13-hour days. Here by us, we don't work. We only work 8 hours a day. Sometimes 9 hours a day. You know what I mean? It all depends. I worked nearly 10 hours now 2 days ago, because I didn't have a choice. There was just too much to do, and I was the only one on that route anyway, so no one could help me. And if that's going to be overtime, I don't know. But as far as I know, is that my weekly hours, which is around about 44 hours, I think I'm still going to be in my weekly hours. So that wasn't too bad, because on Monday I went home early. On Tuesday as well. It's just on Wednesday it gone mental. Yesterday it was easy, and today was easy. You know what I mean? So I'm still going to be in my weekly hours. I think, in my own opinion, I don't think I'm going to be near 40 hours now for this week. Like, and I'm going home. I'm off for 2 days, and I'm starting. I'm doing this. By the way, I'm doing a training on Monday. I'm doing training on Monday. That's fully paid anyway by the company. That's from 7 o'clock till 2 o'clock. So that's fine. So I'm not on a truck on Monday. I'm on a truck on Thursday. Oh no, sorry, on Tuesday, for that matter. Let me just read this comment here from Alec. I agree. We are important. We keep the entire world moving and looked down on by a lot of people here in the US. People cut us off, throw things out of the window. Oh my word, that's very bad to hear. Now, Alec, that is very bad to hear. Now, I've seen it. I've seen it on the road. I've seen it in this videos that does dash cam videos, how people cut drivers off. Like, I mean, you guys are traveling at 70 miles an hour. Some companies, I mean, some states maybe 75, maybe 80 miles an hour. I don't know with a truck, like, but I think it's 70 miles an hour. If you had to stop immediately, and a car cuts you off, you're gonna take out the entire. Oh my word! That is so bad. Like, that is disrespectful. You know what I mean? And in the US, because I have friends that worked in the US, they said to me back in the day. I mean, in the early 2000s, all right, truck drivers were respected in the US. But as of late, it's not the case anymore. And it's really sad to hear, like, you know what I mean? But stay strong, my brother. Stay strong. Stay strong. You know why you're doing it. At the end of the day, you have the passion for it, and yeah, may the God bless you, and may this year be successful, man. We just have to keep on trucking, my brother. We just have to keep on trucking. That's all we can do. It's all we can do. So yeah, guys, I'm nearly home. Oh, not nearly home. I'm nearly at base. There's around about 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. Maybe 15 minutes. Oh, I should be in by 3 o'clock, I would say. I'm doing 85 kilometers an hour, as this is a 100-kilometer zone for light motor vehicles. For heavy vehicles, it's about it's 80 kilometers as per Irish law. As per Irish law. So yeah, guys, I'm coming up to a sign here on my left. There's a sign there. I don't know if you can see it. There's it. Nolan Transport looking for HGV drivers. It's gone mental, like, you know what I mean? Where I live, there is a warehousing and storage company, right? Just across from me. They are putting these signs up. They are looking for truck drivers, full-time truck drivers. And the wages is gone. I don't know what is the truth in that. Some companies pay 50,000 a year. 50,000 euro a year. I don't know if that is the truth. I've seen it on Indeed Jobs. I will make a short video of it, and then I will show you guys that I'm not lying. Some companies are paying 50, up until, and I mean companies that's doing local work. Like, you don't have to get onto a ferry or go drive in another country. But there is one pathetic one that I came across last night. Is to where this company are paying 38, I think it's 38 grand a year. And you have to do European work as well, continental work. From Ireland, UK, Europe, whether it's France, Spain, Germany, I don't know. I have no clue. Oh my word. That is, who's going to respond to that message? Or that applicant, who's gonna apply for that job? Like, I mean, not in 2026. How can you afford to work for that kind of money? It's absolutely ludicrous, man. Yes, Alec, man. Always, anytime, my friend. Anytime, my brother. We have to be prepared. Like, you know what I mean. We have to. What will I say? We have to encourage each other, because I know truck driving. And listen up, new drivers. Listen up. This job, especially when you do long distance, this job can be mentally draining. It can drain you. I'm telling you, because your concentration levels needs to be high. And we work according to tachograph laws as per European working directive here in Ireland. And you have to keep an eye on that as well. I know in the US they call it a com call. I might be wrong. I think so. Because they do 11-hour shifts. You know what I mean? In terms of driving. I don't know if it's working, but just driving, like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, it is certain countries has a different rules, but in Ireland, we can work 15 hours a day, I think twice a week, and then we can reduce it to, no, we can't work 15 hours twice a week. Or can we? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Two 15 hours a week, and then we have to reduce it to 9 hours. You know what I mean? Or maybe that is, no, that is just driving time. Sorry, my apologies. My head is all over the place. We can drive for 15 hours, 2 times a week, and for the other 3 days, it's 9 hours. But in a 24-hour cycle, we have to do 11 hours off in a 24-hour cycle. And for the guys who's doing European work, that's the same rules apply. Exactly the same rules apply. So yeah, guys. So I'm coming over to just over the hill here by New Ross County, Wexford. And I'm going over the bridge. Back in the day, this bridge wasn't here, and we had to, what did I say? We had to drive through the village or through the town of New Ross, and that was an absolute disaster, especially this time of the day. So they built this bridge, and it's pretty scary if it's crosswinds or gusty winds, especially if you drive a box trailer or pull a box trailer or a refrigerator trailer. You know, it's quite scary. It feels like the wind is gonna blow that thing over, like, you know what I mean? That thing is gonna overturn, like. So yeah, guys. Like I said, now I don't want to repeat myself. New driver, class 1, class 2, it's for you to decide what you want to do. Class 1, you're going to be out all week long. Come back on a Friday. Go out on a Monday, come back on a Friday. Sometimes Saturdays. The company has to pay you anyway a night out allowance. And we're gonna get into this night out allowance thing, because I think certain companies, what they do is they conning the drivers, like, you know what I mean? They robbing drivers if it comes to that, like, you know what I mean? Because that is a tax-free allowance that you're supposed to get, like, you know? So what I'm trying to say is that we're gonna get into that in more detail back in a couple of in a couple of weeks time. So yeah, back to as to what I was saying, is that new drivers, class 1, class 2, home every night, class 1, out all week, come back on a Friday. But that is easier. Is you go to a warehouse, you pick up the stuff, and all you do is just driving. You unload, and that's it. Multi-drop, you will have to work. You will feel it every night. I work for my money. But it's quite, you get a good exercise out of it, like, you know what I mean? For me, even, I lost a lot of weight, like, you know. I'm eating healthy. I'm eating a home-cooked meal every day. So the wife is working, and the kids are being dropped off by the school transport. They are old enough now to look after each other. And the other thing that I also want to say is that when I get home now, I have to start dinner. So when the wife comes home, dinner is ready. Now she's working, unfortunately, these crazy stuff, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it is what it is. We all have to work. We all have to make a living. So yeah, the sun is very, very, very dangerous, because you can hardly see anything. You know, even if you put water on the window, it's because there's so much grit salt on the tarmac that they put on here, and at the end of the day, it's all gonna be splashed onto your windshield. So guys, yeah, I just wanted to pop in here or make a live feed and say to you guys, as to encourage you guys as to what you need to do. Remember, everything we do, we need to do it for Christ, if that makes sense. Whether you eat, sleep, drink, work, all to the glory of Jesus Christ. And that is my encouragement to you guys. I recommend the job to people who just need a change to their daily life, yeah, like want to travel and can't afford it. You can get paid to travel and see the world for yourself. Some people never leave. Yeah, never leave their small town. Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, if there's one thing about truck driving, you see, like for instance, for when I came into this country in 2019, I've never seen this. I've never experienced this country the way I did it in truck driving, and it's free of charge. It's free of charge. Some evenings, before I started this YouTube channel, I parked up at the beach uh, just to make my feet wet and go for a swim. You know what I mean? In the small coastal towns, like, you know what I mean? That is what I did back in the day. And that is what you also can do. That is the nice part about long haul truck driving. You see the world, like you see not the world, you see your country. You experience your country. You see different places. You experience different restaurants. For you guys who drinks, different pubs, different bars. You know what I mean? And that is the nice part about it, about truck driving. You know, uh, it is nice. It's a nice thing if you want to experience your country, because Ireland is truly a beautiful country. There is, on my YouTube channel, you can see for yourself there videos that I've uploaded, how beautiful this country is, the architecture. You know, I'm still trying to find that videos that I made before I left PDHS. And like I work. The owner's name is Paul Doyle. He's a very nice man. I really work nice, man. It's you don't work out there, and he paid very well, but it became too tiring for me, too repetitive, and I had to move on. Like, you know, um, we're coming up to his company now anyway. I used to work there for 8 months, but it was too consuming for me. It was basically soul destroying, if that makes sense. Look, no offense to him, like, but he's a business owner, and he needs to make his company work, like, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I decided for myself I want to be a truck driver, regardless of who I work for. At the end of the day, but I had to leave that company and move on, and now I found myself a nice company, one of the big companies in Ireland in terms of retail and logistics. So I'm not going to mention their names. I don't want to get into trouble, and they don't pay me anyway for mentioning their name. They need to pay me first, if you know what I mean. No, I'm just messing with you guys. So yeah, I had to move on from that, like, you know what I mean. And I'm home every night. My kids are growing up so fast, and you miss out, man. That's why if you coming into this industry brand new, decide what you want to do. Decide how long you're gonna stay, because you're gonna end up like me, like, you know, that's been here for many years. There's people in this industry for 40 years, 40, 45, 46 years. Oh my word. That's a long time in this industry. But they made a good living out of it. And there's good money in it, but you have to work for it, unfortunately. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, like, you know what I mean. I really appreciate. Thanks for engaging with me, Alec. If you have a YouTube video or YouTube channel, share it with me, and then I can follow you as well. It's hard with kids. I've been in the industry only 8. Yeah, it's hard with kids. Yeah, it's hard with kids. You see, you only 8 years, but you have you any kids, Alec? Have you any kids? Are you married? Which part of the world do you live in? Like, which part of the US or Canada you live in? It's hard with kids. Like, it's really hard. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I started doing long distance, my wife and kids were in South Africa. So I came in 2019, just before COVID, right? And they talked about COVID around about October of 2019. They talked about COVID. The rumor of COVID came in, and no one knew what it was at the time. I didn't know what it was, because I just landed here in Ireland. I haven't got a clue what COVID is, like, you know what I mean. But what happened is that in 2019, I got onto a plane in November, and then I landed here in Ireland after that, right? And my family was back home. Now that is 6,000 miles away, right? Across the world, like, you know. It was very hard for me, because when COVID hit, I couldn't go home. I couldn't travel home, like, you know what I mean. and it was soul destroying for me, but I had to pull through. But funny enough, the very first day I started to work here, that evening I called my wife. I said to her, Bunny, babe, I can't do this. No, this is not for me, because I don't think I can, because I couldn't speak proper English. I could understand. I can understand English very well, but I couldn't speak it properly, And pardon. I said to her, look, I need to get back. I can't do. I think I made the wrong. I think I made the wrong call here. I made the wrong move. She said to me, we spend a lot of money for you to get onto a plane, savings, and you just have to do it. You don't have a choice. And look, nearly 7 years now. Nearly 7 years. So at the end of the day, if you want something, if you give up, if you want something, let's start there. You will get that whatever you ask for, right? But if you give up quickly, you will never know if it's gonna work. You know what I mean? So you have to give it a fair chance. And I know it's gonna be hard. For me, it was hard. I only could go home around about December of 2020. I could travel back home, and then I stayed there for 7 weeks, and then I came back in 2021, if that makes sense. So it was very hard for me without my wife. My wife got sick even because of that as well. But through the grace of God and thanks to the Irish, my wife could get on a plane and the kids, and they could join me. It's no longer the case now for new people coming into this country. Immigration laws is tighter now, and it's going to be very hard, especially for new drivers who want to come into Ireland, because back in the day, I didn't need a visa because all I needed was a work permit. Now you need a visa and all sorts of other documents or other kinds of documents, So for me, it was very, very hard coming into this industry in Ireland. But yeah, what can I do? I'm here now, and I just need to make the best of it, No, I do not have kids. I have a fiance, and I live in New England. Started doing 3-4 miles to California. Now I use my commercial license to move construction equipment for a water company. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, Alec. Fair play to you. No, that's very good now. That's very good. Are you your own operator, or are you working as your company driver? Are you working for someone? If I may ask. New England. Okay, all right. That's nice. And what is that like? Moving equipment. What is that like? Is it like say for a water company? For a water company. Okay. So are you home every night? So are you doing over the road? I wouldn't imagine you doing over the road trucking now, would you? Just before I end the live here, Alec, I'm coming up now to the toll road, or the toll bridge, as they would call it, or the toll gates, and I'm nearly in at base, nearly there. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, so I only could go home in 2020, and I came back after 7 weeks in 2021, and I haven't been home since. And that is the saddest part of it all. Yeah, I work for the water company, and I don't do overnight anymore, 9 to 5. Oh yeah, absolutely, 9 to 5, it's nice. That's absolutely nice. It's I mean, that's the best job you can have, you know what I mean, 9 to 5. But also you need to understand also, why should you be in, look, like I say, why should you be doing these kind of hours, like over the road trucking, and for a mile of, I don't know how much they pay, a mile. And that is the same system we have in South Africa. There's drivers. Oh, I work like for companies in South Africa before I look. I'm 19 years in the industry. 10 of that 19 years I did fuel tankers, petrol tankers, jet fuel, your petrols, diesels, and everything like, you know. We work on a kilometer. You get paid by a kilometer. So you have to do kilometers. There's a small basic salary, like, yeah. And then on top of that, there is a kilometer. You get your kilometers money. But you do. I did the kilometers that I did a month was around about 20,000, maybe 23,000 sometimes. There's drivers that did 30,000 kilometers a month. You know, I know about a particular driver who did 30,000 kilometers a month, and he's no longer with us. So he died in a freak accident, like, you know, a truck accident back in South Africa, or back in the day, because he fell asleep behind the wheel, like, you know. And the laws, there's no really good laws in South Africa in terms of your driving hours, like, you know what I mean. Everybody is just driving. Because, and that is the problem now in my own country, and I'm not bad-mouthing the country, I'm just saying, is that that is the problem now. I think the standard just was up to 70 cents a mile, I'm not mistaken, 50 cents for a long time. Oh my God, 50 cents for a mile. Oh my God, that is bad, like, that's not good money, that, man. That's not good money. How can you wake up in the morning for 50 cents a mile, like, you know what I mean? I mean, what is that like? You know, no, man, that is soul destroying, like, and that is what the companies pay, unfortunately. That's why they can't find drivers. So they need to change the system. The government needs to step in and build better facilities for drivers. Pay the drivers better, especially in Ireland, like, because there's a lot of drivers in Ireland where they are not interested in trucks anymore, because it's basically modern day slavery. It's exploitation, like, you know. The handful of people who still do it is like the guys who's really passionate about it, and I take my head off for them. Fair play to them. Fair play. You know, we don't work on a cents per mile here in Ireland. We work on a day rate. So if you work on a day rate, like, and for a new driver as well, if you come in here, you're gonna most probably gonna work on a day rate. So they're gonna work you like 13 hours a day, 15 hours a day, if you're doing local work, like. And I'm not here to discourage you. I just want you to understand what you're getting yourself into, and it's the truth. Because my channel is all about transparency and openness. I say things for what it is. There's no sugarcoating here. And we're gonna get into more videos in terms of that, as to what I wish or what I thought, all right, before I became a truck driver. I wish I know before I started this job, like, or this career. But long haul and over the road trucking, it's a lifestyle. Like, it's not a job, it's not a career, it's a lifestyle. And yeah, you can either hate it or you can love it. Hate it or love it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Alec, fair play to you. Wherever you are, God bless. Send my regards to the family and to your fiance as well. And yeah, we keep in touch, man. We keep in touch. And may the Lord take you from strength to strength. And yeah, take care, man. It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to meet you too. Like I said, I'm heading into base now, and yeah, I need to get going and go home to the family. Lucky for me, I live 5 minutes away from work, so yeah, that's not too bad now. But thanks anyway, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. God bless. Have a safe weekend. I'll speak to you again. Cheers for now.